It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game,
the first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
And the drive starts with a completion left side.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
For this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The Panthers had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll look to throw, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out later on, Was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, Young. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
2nd and a couple.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mega.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This second and 4.
Hustle, hustle.
A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was thinking one, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a second down throw for Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young on third down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Downs going in motion left.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 5. That's Samuel, caught left side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Now's the punter, Jordan Stout.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young quickly to the flat, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 19.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down at the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Let's go. Blaster, stay.
It's Young on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. Go set.
Young will set to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. That complete to Downs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taken in at the 22.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense... Outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Young looks to throw on 1st down. Going for a right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They got 29 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And the Washington offense heading out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes... Offense to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the break.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. And they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, Coach, after all we've been through, we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. T. Higgins.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Yellow. Blue, go. Black shot. On the ball.
Young to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That throw by Young incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Young on third down. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it out right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Drill 52.
Young on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 20. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out.
Touchdown, Washington. T. Higgins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Commanders 17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort.
Can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Official. 3-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready?
3rd down and 6.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That complete to Downs. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on.